Hi everyone, today I'm talking about Carnival Corporation that I bought into that stock. Last week I did quite an in-depth video talking about the company itself and that I might open up a position into it going forward, and I have done, and I'm going to talk about what price I got in at, the date, and a couple of reasons why, and just kind of recap from that video really. So if you want to kind of get a big description into the company and my opinion in detail about it, go check the video out from last week. But if you're looking at what I did buying into the stock, this video is talking about that. So I really like Carnival stock. I like the cruise company kind of side of it. I've wanted to get back into like a leisure company for a while, and Carnival presented that at a big massive discount only last week, and because of the big discount I was like, right, this is my time to get into Carnival. And to be honest with you, I didn't buy a big position into Carnival. I kind of wish that I actually bought a bit of a bigger position. I kind of held off because earnings season's coming up, and I was like, if there's any big companies that miss earnings and I really like them, I probably want to get into them at earning seasons. And also Walgreens had a big massive dip as well, and I was kind of like thinking, do I hold off and get into Walgreens instead and kind of like not get as big a position in Carnival? So I've kind of held off slightly, and I might add into this position a little bit because I think I might have, I think I should have maybe bought a bigger position in Carnival. I'm just kind of deciding whether or not to add the money I have into more shares of Walgreens or more shares into Carnival. But Carnival stock, I bought my position on 1st of this month. The price I got the shares at were 51.61, which weren't too bad. Like I say, fundamentals of the company, the P's at 11, which is I really like that P. One of the big reasons why I got in. The dividend yield's nearly 4%. So as a dividend play, I've noticed this year I've started to buy a lot more dividend stocks that have a nice dividend, as well as growth companies. I don't know why I've suddenly changed like that, because I used to be very heavily like growth companies, but I am liking a few dividend companies this year, especially at low P's. So we had Carnival at a P of 11. That's a very historically low P for Carnival. Dividend is around 3.77% yield, which is pretty good. That's a healthy dividend. They always seem to carry on upping every year. EPS, I always ask for EPS growth and sales growth of 10%. That's actually been cut down from previous forecasts, so 10% is still pretty good. Sales is still at 7.6% growth, so that, you know, the only thing missing from my point of view from this company is that sales is 10% rather than 7.6%. So it's only a few percent. So, you know, for me, this is a really standout stock that I think has a lot of room to go up. And like I say, when I kind of like looked to recaps the company, I was like, wow, these fundamentals are actually so strong in this company right now that I probably really should have bought a bigger position into it. So I've kind of got some money inside in my brokerage account that I've just put in. And my plan is that I was actually going to go and buy a bigger position in Walgreens because of the drop. And when I was going to do that, I kind of like were looking at what videos I'm going to make this week, and then before I did this video, I had a quick recap into Carnival Corporation, and when I was doing all these figures, I was like, wow, I should actually not buy that position in Walgreens and buy a better position in Carnival, because this company is much stronger than Walgreens going forward right now. So I was going to buy a position in Walgreens, but I'm probably going to add a few more shares into Carnival. I don't know if I'll make a video about it when I do it, because you know, I already own a position in Carnival, and I just don't think he would do that well if I talked about it. But yeah, I did buy into Carnival, but I am thinking about maybe today, as recording this video, about adding a position into Carnival. And I might just mention it in the video as passing at some point. But yeah, I bought a position in Carnival, and there's a chance I might add to this position today as well. But I really want to get into this company because of all this, the P, the dividend, the growth potential in this company itself, and the discount it's on is fantastic. So I'm happy I got into that position. I'm thinking that it might do quite well over the next 12 months going forward, from the next year to 2 years. I think that it might recover some of that loss on that stock price it's had. So I'm happy about that. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Just updating you on my stock market portfolio. I said whenever I add a position or buy shares into my portfolio, I do make a video about it, and I'll tell you what date I got in and what price I got in, and just updating you today with that one. Thanks for all the support recently. The channel's been absolutely crazy with the support, so thank you for that. Keep it going. Give the video a like, and I'll see you in the next video.